I'm going to lean in a little bit for this one. Have you noticed there's been an increase lately of people using that company page invite your connections to follow feature? I'm curious, what are you doing next after people follow your page? This is Brenda Meller, and in today's video, I'm going to demonstrate how you can see who those followers are, and I'm going to talk about what you should be doing when people follow your page. Let's get started. Now, before I jump into the video demonstration, I want to let you know I've been doing LinkedIn for a while. I've been around the block for a little bit. In fact, as I was thinking about doing this video, I thought, I think I have one already. And I looked it up, and the first time I published this video was 8 years ago. I did an update in 2020. I looked at it again in 2025. And some things have changed in the page navigation since then. But I want to show you this first. I've been doing this for a while. But this was back in 2018. My company page on LinkedIn, Meller Marketing, had just, 51, 61 followers on here. And the view was a lot different back then. We couldn't see how recently they had followed the page, and it gave us some additional data. I never really used any of it. But at any rate, I'm just showing this to you because I thought this was really fascinating to see how much the LinkedIn interface has changed over the years. So that's the first thing. Next, I want to show you my current page, and we're going to take a look at the followers. So I'm starting at the public view of my company page. If you're an admin, you'll have to toggle the view as member to get to this view. And I just want to show you where I'm at today. So this was back, the previous video was showing you back to 2018. Today we're at March of 2026, and my page is up to over 9,000 followers. I'm coming up to 10 now. So you can see how much growth I've done, and I've really continued to emphasize LinkedIn and page growth strategy as a part of my business development and lead generation strategy. Even though pages tend not to get as much reach, I still feel there are lead opportunities in here. So what I want to show you now is I'm going to toggle the view as admin, that little white blue ellipse, oval shaped button at the top, and that will take me back to admin view. Now, if you're an admin of your page, anytime you visit your page, you're going to come in as admin view. You may notice that LinkedIn has changed the navigation a bit across the years. Maybe this is your first time doing this, but at any rate, if you are an admin on the page, when you go to the page, you're going to notice on the left-hand side, it'll say your company name. Enhance your page is upgrading to page premium. I don't really recommend it. Ask me why if you're curious. Underneath that, you're going to see 9,332 followers, or whatever your page follower count is. Now, if you're just looking at that, you might think, well, enhance your page is clickable because it's blue, but the 9,000x followers, right? It doesn't look clickable. But if you hover over, you're going to notice there's an underline, and that means it is clickable. So if you click on that, it's going to take you to your analytics section, and there's several tabs in this area. If I read from left to right, content, visitors, followers, we're going to look at that in a second, search appearances, leads, newsletters, and competitors, okay? So it's going to, when you click on the number of followers you have from the left navigation, it's going to take you into the follower section of your analytics. Now from here, you can see a lot of really great data. I'm not going to tell you everything. If you want to work with me, I'll tell you more on this, but what I want you to do right now is just to scroll down, keep on going. At the bottom of this page, you're going to see a section. Let me just close out a couple of these tabs. My LinkedIn is lighting up for me today, which is a good thing. So you can see here it says all followers. There's a little question mark next to it. And if you click on the question mark, it's going to say, this is a list of your page's current followers ordered by recency. Follower analytics only includes members. Pages that follow your page are not included in analytics. And you can view or update your page followers in Manage Following. Now that is actually a new link. I just discovered something new today. So let me go under Manage Following. These are pages that I am following. I had to think about that for a second. And then here's some recommendations. LinkedIn is saying, hey, we recommend that you look at these pages in here as well. So these are pages that I am following, not the pages that are following me. So again, if we hover on that question mark, we can see a description, and we can see manage following. And again, this is view or update who your page follows. All right, underneath that, this is really what I wanted to show you in today's video. It's showing you new followers in order of recency. So that means Angela is the most recent new follower to my page, followed by Tanya, and then Sue, Christina, etc. Now, this is what I do. I'm going to lean in for this a little bit. This is what I do. At least once a week, maybe if I'm a busy month, maybe once or twice a month, I'm going to look through these page followers. As I look through these page followers, what I'm doing is I'm evaluating, are there new people who are following my page that I haven't chatted with in a while. First level connections like Angela and Tanya and Sue, for example. If I feel that there might be an opportunity to have a conversation that could lead to business, I might open up their profile, send them a message, and say, hey, I noticed you just started following my page. How are things going for you in 2026? Start the conversation slow, okay? Now, Tanya's a member of one of my programs, so I might ask her, hey, are you able to attend group coaching this Friday? So I want to personalize that message. I never use automation for this. I want to personalize the message to the person. And what I like to do, let me show you here on Angela, is I right click on their name. I click open link in new tab. Yes, this is more manual, but yes, this is really what social selling is all about. It's building relationships with people. It's not using your bot to do this for you, because your bot's not going to remember everything. You're going to remember these things. So as we visit these profiles, as we can click on the message, right? And then we can see our messaging history that we've had with this person. So I'm going to scroll back all the way up to the top. I always start going all the way up to the top, and I'm looking at our messaging history. So in this case, we connected in 2014. Gosh, it's been a bit. It's been 12 years since we've connected. She she says she's not sure, and I think she must have she did send me an invitation. She's not sure why. We had a little conversation there, and then I replied back and I said, thanks for taking the time to respond. At the time, I was sharing my blog about how to personalize LinkedIn tips in there as well. And she said, good point, thanks for sharing. And that was kind of the extent of it. So we haven't chatted since then. So at this point, this would be a good opportunity for me to message her and say, hey, how are things going for you in 2026? Start slow in the conversation. If I see that she's changed jobs or something else, I might comment on that as well. As you continue to scroll through the list, what I would encourage you to do is look for people who are second level connections or even third level. First means you are directly connected with them. And I do want to clarify here that page admins, when you are looking at this, this is your view. So if you have other team members who are admins, it's going to show their level of connection to the person when they look at the page followers. So in this case, you might have somebody who works in marketing who's assigned to grow your page followers, who's sending out invitations to follow the page, for example. And you might have somebody in sales who's assigned to be the catcher, so to speak, of the new followers that are coming in and to invite them to connect and start to build a dialogue with them. So just think about that. You can make this a team effort. It doesn't have to be the same person inviting people to follow and then doing the follow-up. It can be different people. So think about that. I am seeing an increase lately of people using the page premium feature, which does send out invitations to people who are lookalikes, who are likely to be interested in your page content. I'm pausing on this. I'm not sure if I like this very much, but I want to say this video was inspired by one of these such invitations. So I'm going to say thank you to that person. His first name is Adam. And I got this invitation to follow his company page. I'm not connected to him. I've never heard of the company before. So I've started a new messaging technique where I'm now messaging these individuals back. And I said, we haven't met. I received an invitation today to follow your page. After visiting your profile, I thought it might make sense for us to connect. Let's connect on LinkedIn. And I do a PS. This was written by me after reviewing your profile, not from AI or automation. I think that's really important because we're in a day and age of so many things sending off without our knowledge. And I'm including that and I'm getting a really nice response to it. So that's to be said. And he replied and said, thanks for the connection. And then I asked for clarification. I said, thanks for accepting. It appears your team is using the premium page feature. Is that correct? And he said, yes, we are. And I said, I thought that might be the case. I'm a LinkedIn coach and I've noticed an increase in these lately. And I said, hopefully your team has assigned an admin to do follow-up on those new page followers because there may be potential lead or connection opportunities. And then I said, have a great week. Reach out if you have any LinkedIn questions. That's a soft sell, my friend. That is not a hard sell. I've essentially opened the door to Adam. If he wants to learn more, he knows where to find me. He might take that new little tidbit of information and go back to his company page admin, whether it's marketing or sales or whoever's doing that, because they are paying LinkedIn $99 a month to use this feature. And he might say, what are we doing with these? Are we doing anything with these, right? Or they might say, wait, what? We can see who those people are. And he might come back to me and say, tell me more. And there might be an opportunity for me to help him or his team with LinkedIn coaching, with LinkedIn team training. But I'm going to go slow in on the process. I'm not going to do a heavy sell on that, right? So again, going back to your page followers, I want to encourage you, look at this once a week. Pay attention to not just the first level people that are following your page, but also look at the second level and the third level. And if they are a good fit for your ideal target audience or potentially to be a VIP referral partner for you, I would encourage you to connect with them. So that is it, my friend. This is how to look at and see who is following your company page on LinkedIn and what to do next to support business development, lead generation, and business growth for you. I do hope that you found this video helpful. I'm going to go ahead and get this wrapped up so I can get it published on YouTube, and I need to go grab a quick cup of coffee. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and click on that all notification under the bell so you get notified of my future LinkedIn strategy tips in this series. And maybe drop a comment below. Let me know if you found this helpful. Have a great day. It's delicious. It's almost like sipping on sunshine.